Street Beefs family, what's up, y'all? Face with you on a Friday night. Shooting a video that I've shot like twice, and I actually started to upload it earlier, then I deleted it, said I'm not going to discuss it. But I feel like it's worth discussion because it ties into the bigger issue of Street Beef. So, the Crusader fight. Last fight we uploaded, title fight, boxing match. Okay, listen, shout out to both men. That's first of all, it was a great fight. I watched it in person. I was impressed by both men. It was a great fight. In that yard, everybody who was neutral clearly knew that Crusader won. It wasn't up for debate. When I pulled our staff, every fight that goes to decision, I'll pull my staff up and say, oh, what do y'all think? And it was unanimous. Nobody even waited. They're Crusader. But we don't vote. We always take the crowd vote. All right? So that's what we did. We took a crowd vote. And I'll reiterate, when we go to the crowd vote, we go down person by person. We say, did you come with either man? Do you know either man? And if they say no, we take their vote. They say they know either man or came with either man, they don't get a vote. So there's no bias there. These are all people. The only people that can vote is people that don't know or have came with either man. Around 20 people voted. One person voted for the other guy. So right around 18, 19 people voted for Crusader, and there was only one dissenting opinion. So somebody brings my attention, man, are you reading these comments? What are they talking about? And I said, dude, I'm not shocked at all. I remember Venom Black versus Showtime. Rest in peace to my brother Showtime, man. Look, I know it sounds mushy and corny, but I just got to tell, y'all don't know how much I miss that dude, yo. What he brought to the yard, he was just that guy. That's all I'm going to say. But, I love Showtime. I love that guy. And people know Venom Black's my favorite fighter, but when they fought, it was clear. It was clear as day that Venom Black won. Everybody in the yard knew it. It wasn't open for debate, okay? Yet I go to the comment section, and there's people actually saying Showtime won that fight. I could not believe it. The other people in the yard are like, what? Let me say some things I've said dozens of times. There's a reason why judges for every sanctioned combat sport on earth sit ringside. Think about it. It'd be cheaper and easier for these promotions to just say, hey, I'm going to send you a vid live, you judge it. That way we don't got to fly you out here, etc. No, they know you got to watch it ringside and live because there's a lot of stuff that gets missed and left out in a video. There's also a reason the judges in a live fight sit on different sides of the ring so they all have a different angle. You don't get that with a video, okay? Now, I can tell you guys this, and there's still going to be somebody in the comments, no, I don't care, Face, the video's clear. Look, I'll say this to you, okay? For me, as soon as I read the comments, I said, well, it's going to take an hour or two, and I'm going to hear from this other fighter wanting an appeal. So I went ahead and did the appeal. I went ahead and sent the video. The way we do appeals at Street Beefs is I have 4 pro fighters and amateur ref. This amateur ref has refed over 190 AMI fights. The pro fighters all have double-digit fights. There's 2 MMA guys and 2 boxers, okay? So when we have a fight that's questionable, I send the video to them. Now the same thing stands. They can't really accurately judge a fight off of a video. But it at least gives a different opinion than the people that voted in the yard. It took every one of them less than 2 hours to get back with me. And that's just because some of them didn't see my message immediately. Unanimously, they felt Crusader won the fight. So I appealed it for the guy. Listen, y'all. This is why, all right, I'm going to say this. There was a time where me and my staff judged the fights. Then a bunch of people in the comments disputing every decision that's bullshit. Every decision we made. So I said, fuck it. So we stopped announcing decisions for like a year. Then we got complaints on that. Why aren't y'all announcing a winner? What is going on? Why aren't y'all announcing somebody? I said, when we did announce somebody, you guys bitched about it. You said we were wrong. So finally, I said, the solution, the Street Beefs ain't going to announce a winner. We're going to let the crowd decide who they think won. Still not good enough. I mean, look, it's like this. You know, in a fight that goes to decision, oftentimes there's going to be a few people that see it different, right? But what blows my mind is some of these fights, man, are just as clear as day if you're there watching them live. And then you see the comments, you're like, what are they looking at? There's been a couple fights over the years. A couple controversial fights where the comments are, oh, it's just clear. What are they talking about? This wasn't a draw or this wasn't a win. And it's like, bro, I honest to goodness don't know what they're looking at. I love our fans. I love our viewers. I love the people that love us, truly. But this is what I'm going to do, all right? There's going to be no more taking this time. And I tell the fighters, stop letting the comment section gas your head up. Stop that. You were in the yard. You know what the people that watched it live said. Stop letting the comments gas your head up, okay? You were there. What's funny is a lot of times these guys, you know, that repeatedly this is happening. Well, even with the Showtime fight with Venom Black. When we announced Venom Black as the winner, Showtime didn't look disappointed. He didn't look surprised. He knew he had lost the fight. And there's been several times where these fighters, the decision gets announced, they know they lost, but then they'll read the comments, I want to appeal. And it's like, bro, you know you didn't win the fight. You know you didn't. So what are we doing? In this particular fight, I told both young men, y'all need to have a rematch because it was still a good fight. But I think it was pretty clear, especially the last 2 rounds, that Crusader pulled away and was the more dominant fighter. I don't see how anybody can debate that. But some people don't know how to judge a fight. That's the truth, especially boxing. MMA, believe it or not, can be a little easier to judge unless there's a lot of heavy grappling involved, okay? But boxing, people have so much trouble judging boxing. Laymen do. And there's been a couple fights, man, where, you know, people, especially in boxing, people think whoever's throwing more punches is winning. Oh, he's throwing a lot of punches. He must be winning. There's a reason why in sanctioned boxing, they count accuracy, percentage of punches landed. They do that so you can't just throw 30 punches and land 8 and look good. There has to be some precision. You know, they're going to value a guy who throws 10 punches and lands 8 over a guy who throws 20 punches and lands 8. That's good accuracy. That's good timing and skill. So I've just found a lot of people, honest to goodness, in boxing, they think if one guy's throwing more punches, he must be winning. If he's moving forward and throwing more punches, he's got to be winning. But I'm sorry, that's not the only factors. So, you know, shout out to everybody that commented. We're going to stick with the people that are there and what they vote, and we're going to go with that. So, big event coming up, y'all. Huge event. Y'all don't know. This next one going to be lit. Big surprises. Appreciate all y'all that support us. We love y'all, man. Whether you disagree with our decision or not, we love you. See y'all soon.